this is not even like it was with WCW and WWF in the 90s. This is not even remotely even. So I think it's just a rumor.
You think Brutus the Barber Beefcake could be strutting in a cotton in TNA anytime soon?
Oh yeah, well I think he's going to be the new Legends champion. And then, you know, Knobs and Sags, as soon as they can knock off Beer Money or whoever has the tag belts this week, you know, then we can get some of these big names in place, you know, so that we can draw some real money instead of these, you know, these young kids that don't know what they're doing. That's why Hogan's coming back to teach them this art form. He can teach them all about it. I want to go to the Impact Zone, and I want to see Hulk Hogan in the ring showing guys moves and showing guys how to work. I want to see that. When I see that, I'll know that I've seen something.
Well, that's Jim Cornette's opinions of Hulk Hogan signing with Total Nonstop Action.
I mean, you know, you can't knock the guy for what he's accomplished in the business.
Sure.
But, you know, but by the same point, there comes a time, and, you know, his personal life is blown up into turmoil, and he needs money. That's been, you know, publicized. So, you know, obviously, Vince didn't want to give him as much as he thought he could get there, or that he did get there. Something was going on, but you, like I said, you can't knock the guy for what he's done, but there comes a time, for Pete's sake, get out of the way. That's why I didn't want to be on camera all summer. I wanted to work behind the scenes and let the fresh product be exposed and get over. You know, but anyway, it'll be interesting to see. You know, I liked hearing Hogan bitch slap Russo. Yeah, if he stays in his place, we won't have any trouble. Otherwise, I'll have to do something about it. You know, it just, who wants to be in the middle of all that shit? I don't.
What do you think Vince McMahon's reaction was to when he heard that Hogan signed with TNA?
I would have loved to have seen his face and had a fucking blood pressure cuff on him. Because he takes it personally when anybody does anything, much less Hulk Hogan, his biggest, longest-term star, signing with the only competition he's got. So I'm sure it didn't get over very well in the office, But hey, he should have known. All he had to do was roll that Brinks truck out for Hogan, and he could have stayed in the WWE.
Well, that'll have it this week for another edition of Cornette's.
Look, was I brutal enough on everybody? It's just, you know, it's almost like you can't even get worked up about it. You can't even get angry about this shit because it's so fucking stupid, and it's so fucking silly. And people keep making the same mistakes. They've reunited the team that fucking caused WCW to lose more money in 1 year than any wrestling promotion in the history of the world. It's like, you know, reuniting East and West Berlin. I didn't enjoy their previous work. I'm not sure I want to see the new stuff.
How if you were still a part of TNA, Jimmy, how long do you think you would last there with the addition of Hogan and Bischoff?
I don't know whether I would just fucking throw my hands up and leave or whether they would fire me first. But, I mean, either's a good bet. I'm dumbfounded by the preposterosity of everything that we hear in the wrestling business on a weekly basis.
Over and under on how long Vince Russo's going to have a job for in TNA.
Well, you know, see, I don't want to look bad because, I mean, I've expected for the past 3 years that it would be next month. But somehow, you know, the little weasel finds a way to weasel out of it and blame somebody else. This could be a good one because if Hogan don't want him there, he's probably not going to be there. But by the same token, it just depends on how mad Hogan still is at him or what their feelings are. I don't know. And I'm sure Russo will grovel to him and kowtow because, you know, Hogan is the thing to him, you know, sports entertainment, Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, WWF, I'm from New York. Yeah, fuck you. How about that, by the way? Fuck you, go back to New York. We should start a fuck you, Vince Russo, go back to New York. Maybe we could do a web page or a petition or something, and that way not only would wrestling fans be able to have something that they might like to watch, but also people would understand him when he opens his mouth. You've heard Russo talk.
Yeah.
You got to be from Brooklyn to understand this guy. He did color commentary on WWF New York one time, and a friend of mine was watching it accidentally and said, I haven't understood when, of course, friend from Tennessee, he said, I haven't understood one fucking word this guy has said in the past 30 minutes. So you got to be from Brooklyn to be able to decipher that stuff anyway, bro. Hey, bro. Let me be honest with you, bro. Let me ask you a question. Anyway, we're really phoning this one in, no pun intended, this week. I'm just rambling now. But I really have no firm opinion on this whole thing because I think it's all so fucking stupid.